Well, I think as humans, the paradigm shift that I'm most interested in is it looks like to love in the way of self-sacrificial love. I think we are built and designed for that kind of love. There's something about a story that can move us in a way that like nothing else can, which typically is when we hear or see or know someone who has sacrificed something personally out of a love for someone else, especially when they could have totally gone the other way and it would have been like no one would have blamed them for not making the sacrifice. Does that make sense? When people lay down something of theirs for someone else, um, I don't know that there's anything more beautiful in our world when that happens. And I mean, I look to Jesus as a model for that, and I see that in the life of Jesus and the ministry of Jesus. But you certainly have all kinds of other leaders throughout history, even throughout. I mean, I think of American history, Martin Luther King Jr. Like, I mean, throughout. I think of Gandhi, for example. Like, there's all kinds of different people we can look to who loved in self-sacrificial ways, and ultimately that type of love leaves a legacy. And so the problem in our world is that we're inherently selfish and everything seems to be working toward us being selfish. Like the amount of things that are advertised to us are all about us and all about us feeling better about ourselves or getting something that we want or we need, or convincing us that what we want is what we need. And so what are the things that are going to ground us back to um, self-sacrificial love in every moment of every day, and recognizing that that's the way we're meant to live and that ultimately will leave a legacy. I'm very interested in that paradigm shift. I'm very interested in that, what I would guess I would call like, it's a disruptive energy in our world because in a good way, it's disrupting in a good way. And so like, what rhythms, what practices can help bring that to the forefront when maybe we're driving down the road and someone cuts us off and the first thing we want to do is curse at them? Like, how do we begin to realize that? How do we begin to maybe import empathy into that? Maybe we consider that person and what they might be going through. It can be so hard in our world to do that, to pause. But I'm interested in championing that in every single form, for every single person, because I think that builds a more beautiful world. And ultimately, I think that is the center of what Jesus was all about.